I'm Geoff Nemnich.
And I'm Rick Paillet.
And we're the hosts of The Last Stand. Coyote hunting is my passion.
And coyote calls are my livelihood.
And together we aim to bring you the best predator hunting tips, tricks, and tactics, right down to The Last Stand.
The Last Stand, presented by Lucky Duck Predator Calls. We are the masters of deception. Swagger Bipods. Shoot with confidence, shoot with swagger. OnX Hunt. Know where you stand. Hornady. Accurate, deadly, dependable. Pulsar. Image, quality.
Well, welcome back to The Last Stand. We're still in Arizona. It's the afternoon of day 3. It's been slow. We've been grinding them out. Just picking one up here and there. But we just killed one on The Last Stand. We're hoping this is it. Finally maybe get on a run. We haven't called in multiple coyotes on back-to-back stands yet this trip, so we're due. Just got a big wide open stand, lots of grass, lots of mesquite. Wind's dying down, so the sound ought to really carry out there. Got kind of a valley off to our left. That's where I think they'll come from. They'll probably come out of there, but could have some that come hard from the right as well. Got Dustin kind of down in front, covering with the shotgun. I'm up a little higher with the rifle. Man, that pair of them came hard to Sig 3. They got right just where we weren't really expecting them to come from. The truck's not far back there, so they just obviously were coming so hard they didn't ever look up at the truck. Dustin nailed the first one with shotgun, but it got it back up, and I started shooting at the one that was kind of dipping through the mesquite. I didn't get him, but we ended up getting the lead one rolled up. But once again, we got about 1 second of footage. I could kind of heard them before I even saw them again. Yeah. Well, we called in stuff on 2 straight stands. It only took us 3 days to do it.
Finally.
Finally. But you know, we had a plan all along. You know, that's something that I think separates coyote hunters, you know, from guys that struggle a little bit, is having a plan.
Yep.
You know, you can't. Sometimes we wing it and things like that, but a lot of times we're always thinking about. It's almost like while I'm sitting on that stand, I'm thinking about where the next stand's going to be. And we had a plan where we wanted to finish the afternoon, and we made a little drive, and we got down into there, and first stand, coyotes.
Yep.
we got a lot of options today on this place, but we only have about half a day to hunt, so hopefully I'm gonna let out some howls. Maybe we'll hear some coyotes where they howl. If they come in, great. If they don't, we know where we're gonna go on the next stand. So I'm gonna get down here tucked into this log and see what happens.
Nice double.
Wonder if that's those coyotes that howled.
Probably.
They came from a long ways. I went through about 4 minutes of TNT Cottontail. Then I was at 2.5 minutes of Sig Kicking Ass 3. Dustin spotted them up there on the side hill coming through the fence, about 300 yards. And I'd already switched over to Coyote Coon fight, and they were kind of stopped. So I'm like, all right, I went back to Sig 3, and then they kind of came, but they faded off a little bit, but we got them.
It's a good first stand.
Double down. All right. Heck yeah. Well, thanks for cleaning up my mess.
Hey, no problem.
You know, these coyotes came in great. It just was a product of the angle they came in from. You know, it's not that they really tried to get downwind. They just kind of were fading, and we've never made this stand. We didn't know that there's all these little dips and stuff in the grass. I mean, we could have lost them behind us. We'd have never seen them. So it was go time right here. Luckily, the second one didn't really know what was going on. He stopped out there, but sitting on the side hill as a lefty, it was me turning to my left on the side hill. I was not steady. I was not crazy confident when I pulled the trigger, but I anchored him enough, and we had to run out there a couple hundred yards, and Dustin got another bullet in him, and double in the truck, man.
Yeah, good start.
I feel excited after
rejuvenated.
After we heard, you know, so our coyote mentality right now is we have quite a bit of an area to hunt here. We had a big pocket of coyotes howling back up off to behind us to the right. We had a pocket howling to the left. The wind still feels like it's swirling a little bit. It's supposed to be out of the east, but I think now we just kind of put a game plan together to try to get into where we think those other coyotes were, knowing that we only have a half a day here to try to make something happen. So,
Agreed.
Let's roll. Busting them out. Unfortunately, after the first stand this morning, we haven't called in a coyote yet. We're on our 5th stand of the morning now. Just a series of these big cuts that run up and down from the mountain down to the valley. We know there was coyotes down in the valley this morning, but I'm assuming that they're probably heading up into these cuts. Now that it's middle part of the day, it's just a matter of getting on them now. back?
Yeah. I felt bad when he was on the log, and then he was like half the distance closer than that the second time.
He was in the shadow here?
Yeah. He's like 20 feet
In that green bush?
closer, just this side of the green bush. I felt bad. I shouldn't have shot it. Oh. What little piece of heart I have left feels bad.
You know, when I looked over and saw that fox standing right next to you, I was like, all right, we're gonna get one. And then he turned around and ran off.
Yeah.
But luckily for us, I think gray fox is pretty stupid.
Yeah, you got your secret sound too.
My secret sound. You know, that's like 2 fox now we've called in on Sig Kicking Ass 3. You know, I don't know if it's just the growling and stuff in there that maybe sounds like a gray fox at stress or fight. It's got to be something like that.
It works.
It works because he took off, and then it wasn't. I played a few squeaky sounds first to try to call him back. That didn't work, and I'm like, well, he must be gone. I'm like, let's just see if we can call a coyote. Switch to Sig Kicking 3. Here he came.
Back again.
Closer this time.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him.
Unfortunately for him. Hey, that makes the Arizona trifecta.
Yeah.
Coyotes, gray fox, and bobcats. We got them all. They're cool little suckers.
They are.
We don't ever see them up where we're at, Kansas, Nebraska. So it's kind of cool to. I'm sure people down in this country or Texas get annoyed with them, but
Pretty.
yeah, they're cool. Easy one to drag back to the truck.
They're beautiful.
Well, man, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
Exactly.
You know, I guess it's not what we were expecting. You know, we look forward to this trip all the time, and sometimes we've been down here before. It's been a grind, so it's not the first time this has ever happened.
It's hunting.
It is, you know, and nothing you can do is just keep pounding out stands, making stands, keeping a plan, keeping a positive attitude, and you know, sometimes you're rewarded, sometimes you're not, and that's coyote hunting. Well, guys, thanks for following along. Hope you enjoyed these episodes here in Arizona. Stay tuned. We got you know, Kansas thermal hunting coming up. We're gonna be down there with Rick. Dustin's probably gonna join us for a night. But it should be fun. We killed a pile of coyotes down there last year with thermal. And then we got a little treat for you guys. We're going to do a little daytime raccoon calling. So
that'll be fun.
Hunt coyotes all night, shoot raccoons all day.
What can be better?